Welcome to The View. I'm Whoopi Goldberg. With me is, oh, wait, wrong show. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the Speedway Review. My name is Chris Burns. With me, as always, Jordan Balasico, Corey Hoffnagel, and joining us tonight is Joey Ternullo, SK Modified driver from Stafford Motor Speedway and points in between.
Yeah.
Mr. Joey Walnuts. How you doing, Joe?
Good. Glad to be back on the review. It's been a while, so glad to talk some things over tonight. And we got a busy weekend coming up, so everyone will hear all about it shortly.
Well, the beautiful thing is we're extending the invite for you to stay the entire time. Talk about Nashville, talk about your SK Modified race, talk about SRX, and just basically have a good time like we used to back when it was Chris and Corey and the guy who didn't work as hard.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, so let's get things started with Joey Ternullo. First things first, your qualifying race is Friday night, correct?
Correct. So Friday is a normal points race at Stafford. The way they did it this year is the top 15 finishers on Friday night will be locked into Saturday's 50-lap showdown, sponsored by racechoice.com, which is the company that I work for. Been working for them since March 1st. So obviously my boss is a huge race fan. His son used to race, so he is excited to be a part of this and be able to sponsor this 50-lap race. Normally we do 40 laps, so it's a extra distance by 10 laps, so that'll be fun. So hoping for a top 15 on Friday to be locked in, and we'll see what happens.
Now, you obviously already threatened your life. You have to get locked in for Saturday. I'm not coming all the way up, not to see your race, but it'll still be great to see you again.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if anything were to happen Friday, we had a problem or anything, they are doing a last chance qualifier on Saturday, which they will take, I think, 11 or 12 more because they're trying to have a full field. Last year, this race before the SRX race was an all-star race, which it was non-points, and they only did 15 in points from Friday, moving in 15 making the feature. So it was only a 15-car field. But this year it's going to be 28, 30-car field. So it's going to be a full show and another points race. So that's going to definitely play a strategy for guys who are trying to go for points Friday night to not ball up their car. But then again, it comes the advantage of people who have a backup car that can race all out Friday night. And if they destroy it, they're not worried because they got another car at the shop ready to go for Saturday.
Very cool. And from what I can see in the pictures, you've gone through a number change. Is that correct?
Yeah, so Dan Avery was the number 10 at Stafford for years, and he's kind of semi-retired. He comes back every once in a while. He owns a couple cars. A couple people drive for him. He was the 10A. So, I tried to get Stafford to let me be just the 10, and per their rules, they don't want that. So I went to the 18, slapped an 8 over the 0 and went with it. So that was that's how I got the 18. But, if I ever go back to Waterford this year, I just got to peel the 8 off and I'm back to the 10. So very flexible in that manner.
I'm a little upset with the 18. You got to
I know that's Kyle Busch. So Chris is not a fan of Kyle Busch.
There's going to be something wrong as I'm watching Saturday afternoon before SRX start. By the way, guys, if you are in the Stafford Motor Speedway area, sorry to tell you, tickets are sold out for Saturday night's SRX race.
The 10,000 people.
That's right. The ticket does include the modified race that Joey Ternullo, hopefully, will be a part of. But it's going to be weird watching that 18 go around the track and thinking to myself, I'm actually rooting for the 18. This is bad. This is not good.
And
hey, at least it's blue.
That's true.
Hey, that's a good color.
It is a good color. Nobody's saying that. We're just talking about the number.
I know that's a bad number, but it's a good color. But I respect why Joey chose that. I respect that. But also, my pick to win on Saturday is I'm going to go with Joey to win his modified race. Then I'm going with Haley, and I'm going to go with Haley Deegan to win the SRX race.
I will bet you a big paycheck that Haley Deegan's not going to win that race for one reason and one reason only. Justin Marks. Justin Marks.
Yep.
He is racing. You're right. He's filling in for Helio, I think.
Helio
Yeah,
because
and that brings me to another question. Rumor has it that Ryan Newman's going to be running Friday night in Stafford.
Yeah, in the open mod race, 80 laps.
Now, will he qualify and or be able to participate in Saturday's festivities with the modifieds?
No, so that's a tour modified. So they're a different series, mostly just more horsepower, stuff like that. It's a kind of a off series of the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Stafford created their own open modified series that they race about once a month at the track. So tomorrow, it's called the Gaff Roofing 80 for Friday, not tomorrow.
Has Bobby Labonte raced there yet? In his modified?
He raced the Spring Sizzler back in April.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he's bringing his. He's in the SRX show on Saturday, I think.
Yes,
Right.
yeah,
but
he is.
He's not racing Friday night. I don't think.
Okay.
Give me a second, Jordan. I'm going to get you the list real quick because I happen to send it to a friend of mine. So your entry list for SRX this weekend is Ryan Hunter-Ray, Paul Tracy, Haley Deegan, Bill Elliott, hush your face, Tony Stewart, Michael Waltrip, Bobby Labonte, Ryan Newman, Matt Hirschman, Greg Biffle, Marco Andretti, and Justin Marks.
Yeah.
So
Matt Hirschman's going to be a very interesting entry to that field because, as you know, Doug Coby won it last year, the inaugural. I think SRX, their initial race was at Stafford last year.
First one,
and this year it's the third. So Doug Coby, Matt Hirschman, two local guys winning at Stafford. That'll be pretty cool. Hirschman's actually racing right now as we speak at Seekonk. Open Wheel Wednesday is tonight. So I'll be checking that throughout the shows. 100-lapper, see who's leading that.
Very cool. Now,
Tori's coming, y'all. Tori's coming.
All right, Tori's coming. The medium show is on his way. Now, for you're going to have 10,000 sets of eyes on you if everybody comes early and decides to watch the modified race. For a young guy like you, and I've known you for a couple years now, Corey, same thing.
Yeah.
How cool is that going to be to have, let's even say, 3/4 packed? You got 7,500 pairs of eyes on you. You never know who's going to be up in the stands. How important, I know every week is important for you to run really well. How important is this weekend with that much of a packed house?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Chris, I've been looking forward to this race since it was announced, over the winter that they were coming back. As you know, I flipped at Waterford last year back June 26th, so almost it was a year ago this past weekend. And, I wasn't able to be a part of this race, even though it was an all-star race last year. So sitting in the stands last year and watching it, it was kind of depressing. And I'm like, this crowd, everyone's watching these modifieds go around and, everyone's getting their sponsors out there and, just making a good name for themselves. So this year it's going to be awesome on Saturday. Hoping the weather holds out, looking good for the sponsors, 10,000 fans in front of you. Just, we're going to put on a show.
That is awesome. And I have not yet, in the 3 or 4 years that I've known you, had the opportunity to see you live. And this is going to be exciting for me, not just for the SRX, but again, like we talked about earlier in the week, I am excited to see you run.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you guys there. And like you said, this is the first race that you'll be at of mine. So hopefully we can get to the front, stay clean, especially Friday, just lock in that top 15 and 1 through 15. Doesn't matter. You're locked in for the big show.
I don't want to say if you're not first, you're last, but yeah, stay in that top 15 if you would. And, me and my buddy are coming up, and of course we're meeting Corey and Zach, who is banned from the show. He'll be there. And we're looking forward not only to watching you run, seeing you after the fact, maybe taking a couple pictures, throwing some video out there. But the biggest thing for me, Joey, is watching you run and praying and hoping and letting your talent do the speaking and get out there and get your ass out front.
Right. Yeah, that's the biggest goal. I just can't stress enough how I just want to make it to Saturday and go from there. There's going to be a lot of people watching. And, again, it's 50 laps, so you got 10 extra laps. So, 10 extra laps at Stafford, it could be a do-or-die situation, but you kind of want to get out of the mess pretty quickly and get to the front.
Okay. Corey, what do you got for this? Let's stick with Saturday. Modified and SRX real quick. Then we'll go into the meat and potatoes once the medium show gets here.
Okay. All right. So Joey, quick question for you. So how many modifieds are entered in the race on Saturday?
So there will be, like, again, top 15 will make it. That'll be the lock-in.
Okay.
So after Friday night, you will have your top 15 ready to go.
All right.
And then they will do a last chance qualifier plus 3 people who are top 15 in points that did not finish top 15 Friday night. It might not happen. You might have 3 guys that all finished in the top 15. So that will be the additional 3 spots. So that's 18. And then you will have 10 more from the last chance qualifier, if I'm not mistaken. So that will bring us to 28. So I think 28 to 30 is the goal.
Oh, wow.
There's a couple provisionals. A provisional is kind of a track provisional. Say a track champion didn't make it in, obviously he'd be in the race.
Right.
That's kind of your goal going forward. It doesn't matter. I've been to tracks where you were a provisional champion 5 years ago, let's say, and you still made a race for this coming year. So that's where it helps to become to get a championship. So that'll be cool. But it's just it's going to be all about strategy Friday night and keeping it clean for Saturday.
All right. So what do you think about the whole SRX series? What's your take on this whole racing series? Because for me, I kind of look at it. It's kind of like watching, IROC, except for me, I kind of call it, IROC 2.0. And what I kind of find interesting is that not only you have some of the guys that have been retired from full-time racing, and then, of course, you'll get some of the active drivers that'll come in. But the one thing I've also noticed, and I think this is also kind of cool, is that you get to see all the local guys. Well, you'll get like one local guy that'll come in and, that'll race with the big guys and, the all-stars or whatever you call it and so forth. But honestly, I kind of find it really cool. And I remember like when they announced this like last year or 2 years ago, my first initial take was, as long as they don't advertise as too NASCAR-ish, I'm all in. And since then, I love it.
Yeah, I think they've definitely done a great job of not making it so NASCAR-ish. Tony Stewart has done a great job promoting this. And I like the cars. I think they're neat. Watching them go around the track, the speed was, I don't want to say disappointing because that's an aggressive word, but unexpected, not what I expected. The cars are pretty heavy, so I think that has a lot to do with them. And especially at a track like Stafford that isn't banked pretty much at all, especially 3 and 4, it's pretty flat. They got to slow the car down, early lifting, getting through the corner. But I mean, the racing was pretty good last year. Watching it, a couple cautions, some spin outs, some pit road stuff. I saw a lot of local guys from the track helping on pit road, filling in as crew chiefs and stuff like that. So that was definitely cool to see. But this year, they got a whole year of SRX experience in. Even Tony has learned what these cars do, what they don't. What they like, what they don't like, and going back to Stafford for a second time, we'll see if strategy is different for them.
All right.
One of the things you brought up, and I'm glad you did, is that the interesting dimensions of Stafford Motor Speedway is that 3 and 4 are virtually flat. It's very much reminiscent of, the turns at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Correct.
But when you see New Hampshire Motor Speedway on television, it looks flat all the way around. You sit in the stands, and Corey will tell you this, and anybody who's ever been to NHMS, yourself included, you sit there and you see the banking, even though it's only 12, 13 degrees, you don't notice that it's a flat track because you're in the stands. When you go to Stafford, you're going to see that minimal banking in 1 and 2, and then when they get to 3 and 4, Joey is absolutely correct, and he's driven the track. I've only been a spectator since 1863 when they were running horse and carriage. 3 and 4 is ridiculously flat, and you'll see it, Corey, when you go to Stafford Saturday night for us.
Do we have a first-time person coming to Stafford and Corey? Is that
yes,
a first-timer? Very cool.
Yep.
Get the burger. Do not leave without getting the burger.
Is the burger good?
It's almost as good as Darlington, yes.
All right, I'm getting the burger.
All right. Have you ever had the Darlington burger?
Never been to Darlington, never had the burger, but that's on my bucket list.
My man.
I've also had the Darlington Bojangles.
My man. But Joey, if you're ever in Alabama and you want a good burger, the medium show Tori Calhoun will hook you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is Food Porn Jones. Tori, have you met Joey Walnuts yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Trust me, I would have remembered. Hell yeah, trust me. What's up,
Hey,
Joey? How you
Tori.
doing this evening?
Nice to meet you, man.
Hey, Tori. Before we went on air,
What's
Joey
up,
said
bro?
that Christian X just adored you. So he thought you was
He
cool.
did.
He
Christian
said
was a big
thought you
fan
was
of you,
cool,
Tori.
Wow. Screw the rest of us. Tori was the man. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Tori was the
that's
man.
why he's leading the points right now. That is
You guys
awesome.
are crazy, man. I
No, that's
appreciate it.
awesome. That means we have an in to be like, yo, you want to talk to Tori this week? All right, we're good.
I got you. In case they didn't tell you, Joey, I'm up here bartending, cooking, doing a little bit of everything on a Wednesday night, bro. Yeah.
That's right. When I
damn.
watched on a Wednesday when Christian was
Hey, what up?
My man,
Yeah,
whose name I don't even know.
yeah.
That's Paul. That's Paul, my crazy ass.
All right. What up, Paul?
Yeah, Paul. Yeah.
I got them. Hell yeah.
My man, Paul
Neat.
Crazy Ass. All right.
Speaking of which, what did you guys think about the SRX race from Saturday?
I
Did not watch it, but I saw Tony Stewart grab Ernie Francis by the collar.
That's classic Tony for you. And
I did not see it either.
Okay.
I did.
To piggyback Corey, because if you watch Paul Crazy Ass is back.
My man.
Yeah, my man.
My man.
That's a T-shirt. Paul Crazy Ass is back, and on the back it says "My man,"
Yeah.
and it'll be a big hit in Alabama.
Yes.
Okay, having watched that race, and after the break, Tony just basically flat out said, "I'm done with this. These guys want Uncle Tony, but they don't want to see what Uncle Tony can bring. I'm gonna bring it." Okay, Tori's got to. Oh, he's walking away. He's doing his work. I get it.
Yeah.
Pimping ain't easy, and he went out there, and when he got Ernie Francis after the race, it was just okay, cool, rock and roll. Jordan Sparks, I've heard that name before. She's pretty cute, if I remember correctly. Why don't you save that? Save that. We got Joey Walnuts. Joey Walnuts or Jordan Walnuts?
I took it by accident.
Okay.
I took it by accident.
By accident.
All right.
My bad.
Fair enough. Walnuts is in the house. Let's work on that.
Yeah.
So, Joey, I got to ask you.
Yeah.
You've been out there. Have you ever been so hot after a race that you have physically grabbed someone and said, dude, what the ever-loving F?
No, for a couple of reasons. One, every driver that I've raced against or maybe had a problem with was probably double my size and double my weight. So
okay.
I'm I'm still a small kid, but even in legend cars, they see this kid win a race or finish on the podium, get out, and he's this tall. So
the podium helps.
Yeah, I mean, I've been angry at people, but you put it in the memory bank and settle on the track next week. That's how I've rolled for this. But obviously in the modifieds, it's a different story. These cars are more expensive, and if you get junked or there's a problem and you're ripping a right front off or a left front off and you're spending $2,000, it's compared to $500 in legend cars, it hurts a lot more.
And now coming up through Stafford, Thompson, Waterford, some of the names like the Blewett brothers, Woody Pitcat, I could go as far back as Reggie Ruggiero, Dickie Cervalo. On the modified tour here in New England, who has been, I don't think I've ever asked you this before, who's been your absolute hero on the circuit?
So there's a couple guys, obviously Justin Bonsignor and Doug Hobie have been, fan favorites the past couple years. A lot of wins, a lot of championships between those two the past few years. There's been a lot of younger guys running now. A lot of guys, climbing up through the ranks. Matt Hirschman fills in every once in a while. I think the Wheel Modified Tour, yes, they opened at New Smyrna this year for Speed Weeks, and I think Hirschman took that down. He won that. And, Hirschman is good at New Smyrna during Speed Weeks outside the Wheel Modified Tour. So, it's been pretty consistent with those guys. I think we had a first-time winner back on Saturday at Riverhead Raceway in Long Island. I think Justin Bonsignor got passed towards the end of the race. I don't know how many laps to go there were exactly, but we had a first time winner. So the wheel modified tour is great. You'll be seeing that before you came on, Chris. I think said you guys will be seeing that race at Loudon coming up in a few weeks. So hopefully maybe another first time winner, but wheel modified tour is definitely great racing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys are in the neighborhood, if you already have tickets, if you're going to SRX, Stafford Motor Speedway this Saturday, show up early. I plan on getting there about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I want to get there before Joey's race starts. You better make it, kid. If not, if your ass is size 7, it's going to be a size 11 because I'm going to put a boot in it. I came up to see you race, my man.
Yeah. No last chance qualifier. We don't want any of that.
No. You want to get in Friday night and steal the show Saturday
Have
evening.
a good night's sleep Friday and just get to the track Saturday, practice and race.
No whiskey, no women, no nothing. Just straight up racing.
In bed by 9 Friday night.
See, this is why I like you. You're focused.
Yeah.
You got a goal.
Unfortunately, the race might end late Friday night, but we'll be good.
A couple Salmonex, you'll be good by morning.
That's right.
Yep.
So I just vote we skip news and notes and go right into the weekend that was at Nashville, starting with the truck race. And while we're talking to one local boy, might as well talk about another local boy. Ryan Preece comes home with the victory in that 17 truck. Really good race. I thought that not only did Ryan put on a good show, but all of the truck guys did really well, except for a couple, which we'll talk about going forward. But honestly, I thought the truck race, damn it, what in the ever-loving hell was that?
You know, I got something to say about DGR. Stop focusing on the 17. You have another driver out there in the number 1. Thank you. Have a good day.
Jordan, don't leave yet. Do you remember what my response was? Put a talented driver in the 1. And I'm not saying Haley's not talented. Don't get me wrong.
There is a talented driver in the 1. They just don't give it proper credit because they focus all the equipment on the 17. That's the only truck they
I disagree.
On.
Look, and I'm gonna point to one of our loyal listeners, Terry, who I watched the races with her and her husband. And the problem with Haley Deegan isn't that she doesn't have good equipment or she doesn't have good runs. She's always finds herself in the belly of the beast. She doesn't cause a wreck. She's not Bubba Wallace. She doesn't have pit trouble. She's not, Bubba Wallace, but she finds herself in the heart of the problem. She doesn't cause it, but she finds herself in the heart of it. That is her problem. If she could get one clean race, just one, I guarantee a top 10 finish.
I agree.
Yeah. Not much to be said there.
Enough, Chris.
You hit the nail.
Fair enough, Chris.
Well, I mean, she did finish top 10 at Gateway last year, so
that is a good point.
I'm still trying to get an interview with her. I'm still trying. I'm not gonna give up. I'll get it.
It's not going to be the kind of interview you want, but it's the kind of interview you need.
And when she's on, let me know because I'll definitely be there too.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's just called, it's just called the Speedway Review. Why not?
Yeah.
But regardless, I thought it was a good race all the way around. Ryan Preece, and we just lost our producer.
Hey,
yeah, he's getting whooped again. God damn it. Here we go.
And he survived.
Oh, right. The whooping was short. Look, DGR is right now, in my opinion, the best team. This is an example of a banner. Click on a banner to show it on screen. Well, all right. Okay, when Jordan comes back, I'm gonna read Terry's comment right now, and then I want to highlight it. Terry says she needs to stop being afraid of the race. That's what I feel is going on with her. Yes, she can drive, but the truck is different than what she's used to. I cannot disagree.
Yeah, I agree on that.
But I also think she's not afraid at the same time because, again, I just brought up the belly of the beast. Whenever you see a big wreck, she doesn't cause it. She happens to be involved in it.
Yeah.
She is everything Danica Patrick should have been. And I say that without fear because at least Haley's coming up the right way. She's got the goods. Danica Patrick was a pinup girl in a car. I'm not afraid to say it. She's not going to come to my house and slap me around. I don't care. Danica Patrick was not as good as the hype that came with her.
Yeah, I agree.
Joey, you do this all the time. Haley Deegan or Danica Patrick, who's better?
I think Haley Deegan has more potential per se. When her truck is right. I mean, I've seen her battle. I mean, she started on the front row for a restart at Gateway, and everyone was like, probably like, she's going to drop to the back in one lap, but she held her ground. She didn't get rattled. She timed the restart perfect. No missed shifts, no spun tires, stuff like that. So that's definitely a good truck. I just think it's a confidence thing. Just settle in, get your laps. She's definitely had some good runs. I've seen her run, in the top 10 most of the race at Kansas. I think a couple years ago, maybe it was last year.
It was last year.
Even in the top 5 for some laps. It's, I don't think she is a bad driver at all. She has a lot of potential, a lot of backing behind her, a lot of support. So, I wish her the best. I think she's definitely can be one to move up as time progresses. But yeah, definitely something to look forward to in the future for her.
And now for the dissenting opinion, the leader of the Haley Deegan fan club, Mr. Jordan Balasico.
Yeah.
Do you disagree with any of this, Jordan?
I do not.
All right, good, because I don't want to have to fire you
but I do
one
agree,
week.
Chris, but I do agree with you because she is better than Danica because Danica actually crashed every single week. Literally every car every week.
Yeah.
That's why Tony ended up firing her because she kept crashing every single week. She wasn't good she sucked in IndyCar. I'm not even going to lie. She sucked in IndyCar. She got one win because Hilo Kashima's ran out of gas. So she won Japan. Then every race after that, she almost won an ARCA race but got sucked in the back. She was okay. She was average.
I'm sending you what the letters in Danica means.
Doesn't anyone notice?
Give me a second. It'll pop up.
It's the other one.
Give me a second. I'm working on it. Okay, I'll change afraid to not having the confidence she needs. I'll buy it. And now, what does Danica stand for? Just sent it to you. Does anyone notice I crash a lot? DANICA.
That's good. I never heard that one before.
Yeah,
I'm glad I could help. Stick with me, kid. You go places. Anyway, let's get to the top 10 other notables and happies and sad. Ryan Preece comes home in first. Zane Smith second. Carson Hocevar third. Ty Majeski fourth. And here it comes, Corey. Stuart Friesen finishes in fifth. My man Christian Eckes comes home in sixth. Tyler Ankrum seventh. Max Gutierrez eighth. John Hunter Nemechek ninth. And Matt Crafton rounds out your top 10. Your other notables, Ben Rhodes was 12th. Chandler Smith, 15th. Jesse Little, 19th. Parker Kligerman, 20th. I'm not happy with Ross Chastain, and I'll tell you after the fact when we get to the Cup race. But Parker Kligerman was 20th. The dumbest name in NASCAR, who I will not say his name because his parents should be. Thank you. 24th. Todd Bodine, 27th. Haley Deegan, 28th. Matt DiBenedetto, 31st. Corey Heim, 33rd. And all the way down in the BJ McLeod position was Chase Janes or Janice. Doesn't matter. He finished last. So, whatever his name. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Yeah.
So we'll go around the room. Joey, you're the guest. Give me a happy and a sad from the truck race at Nashville.
So I was in the stands at Stafford watching it. I was watching the SK Modified race simultaneously with my phone in my hand, tuning into the truck race. And as you know, Chris, I was on the phone with you talking about it.
Yes,
and
you were.
I said, watch out for the number 17 tonight, which is Ryan Preece, qualified on the pole and ended up winning the race, which was really cool to see. My work, racechoice.com, we were on the bottom of the quarter panels that night. So that was cool to see. If you were to pause it and zoom in when he was doing his donuts, I did see that. So that was cool for us. My boss was really happy about that. I think 2 years in a row, same truck, same track, Preece wins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Definitely not an easy track to be fast at. Definitely it's a super speedway per se. He's got another guitar, which was cool. A sad, did I watch it enough to figure out a sad? I'm going to say no, so I'm going to not give you a sad per se since I didn't watch it enough, but definitely Priest is win the truck race. 8 starts and 2 wins in trucks, and both of them at Nashville. That is something to be talked about.
Rock and roll. Let's move over to Corey. Corey, you got a happy and sad from the truck?
All right, so my happy on this one, I'm going to go with now here's an interesting story. I'm going to go with Max Gutierrez. Now listen. Well, no, listen. So I was watching the truck race on Friday night, right?
I bet you were.
Now, get this. This was actually his second start in the Camping World Truck Series because he made his debut at Charlotte, finishing in like 26 or whatever. The kid comes home in 8th on Friday night. And talk about him finishing 8th in your second start. And this is at a 1.5 mile racetrack. I was really impressed. And the fact that this kid is 19 years old from Mexico City, I mean, who would have thought that Max Gutierrez was going to finish in the top 10? I did not even expect it. And then when I saw the name pop up on the ticker, I was like, wait, what? But no, awesome run for him. And hopefully, he'll get some attention, from some other teams, whatever it is and so forth. But great run for that 22 team, which I was really impressed. And my sad on this one, Chris, I hate to say this, but I'm going with Matty D, which he got caught up in that wreck with about a few laps to go. And I said to myself, come on. I literally said oh, come on, man. Sheesh. But
thank you for the drop in, Caleb, by the way.
Yeah.
Caleb, if you're going to SRX, just send us a thumbs up.
Yeah, send us a thumbs up. Do me a favor. But yeah, anyway, so Matty D gets caught up in that wreck, and I think he's only about 65 or 69 points behind the cutoff and so forth. But yeah, a lot of ground to make up for that 25 team.
Okay. Did you throw a sad out there? Oh, Matty D, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Jordan, your turn.
All right, so I'm going to throw a curveball this week. So my happy has to be Ty Majeski finishing 4th. And my sad is going to be Onion finishing 27th. Todd Bodine.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need to ask Tori because we already know the answer to that. So
yeah, we already know at this point.
All right. I would love to throw Ryan Preece as my happy, but I'm going to throw my happy at Christian Eckes finishing 6th. He is still above the cutoff line with 2 races to go on the Truck Series to get into the playoffs.
It's that close. All right, 2 more races, huh?
Yeah,
it's coming quick.
And I think, I'm not licking anybody's ass here, but I've always said Christian has the goods to move forward. And when we talked to him after Daytona, and he came home in 3rd that race, and here he is in 6th in this race, he's keeping his head above water little by little, bit by bit. That's a good thing for him. I'm going to mirror Corey's sad. I'm going to go with Matt DiBenedetto. That wreck was not good. He was running in the top 10, and of course, now it's a ruined day. But I would be remiss, even though I know the answer. Tori, just say it, dude. Open the mic and say it.
What was the question?
What's your happy and sad for the truck race?
Oh, actually, yeah, I didn't see that one. You already knew that answer, though.
I knew. I didn't think it was right that I didn't ask.
Appreciate it.
Nice, my man. All right, so moving right along, we go to the Xfinity Series, and if the word dominance had a new definition in the dictionary, there would be a picture of Justin Allgaier for this race and this race alone. What a fantastic run for the 7. Junior Motorsports just coming out of the box and killing it. However, we're going to talk about Ryan Preece again, but there was a lot of things that went on in this race that certain guys that are looking for playoff spots kind of got hosed, much like a Myatt Snyder. A few others. I mean, Corey, why don't you take over on the Xfinity side, because I'm a little verklempt right now in trying to figure out all the crap that went on while Justin Allgaier was just blowing everybody away.
So About a couple weeks ago, which of course the Xfinity guys raced at Portland, we saw Junior Motorsports not win, which of course AJ Allmendinger ends up winning the race on the road course of Portland. A, because he's good on road courses, and B, well, he's AJ Allmendinger indeed. So Junior Motorsports
And he's raced that
ends
track
up
before.
Yep.
Exactly. And so Junior Motorsports responds on Saturday saying, okay, we lost that one. Now this is what we're going to do. And of course, they come out in dominant fashion. Justin Allgaier ends up winning the race. But something kind of like pictured me on this, because every time, when Justin Allgaier races on either a concrete track or a worn out surface, he just pretty much just treats it like a dirt track. But then yet again, he just runs like pretty smooth and then, just flats out, runs up front most of the time. And it just kind of made me think about it, because of course, we're on a concrete track and of course it's almost like Dover, a lot bigger. But yeah, I mean, I honestly hate to say this, but I just think Junior Motorsports is literally going to be the one to watch for between now, when we get to the playoffs, and then when we get to the Championship 4 come in November at Phoenix. But I got to tell you, I mean, Junior Motorsports, they're basically just batting 500 right now, and I'm honestly very impressed on how they're doing this year. Now, if they can get Sam Mayer to win the race sometime soon, that would be pretty good as well. But all in all, I thought this race was pretty good, and I would say a decent race. But then yet again, it's just another race that has been dominated by Junior Motorsports.
Yes, I
and
can.
think this is a team to watch. So,
All right,
Chris, you were saying.
Yes, I was going to piggyback your point. Right now, if you look at the playoff standing in the Xfinity Series, Noah Gragson, Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, all locked in.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5. But when you look down, right above the cutoff, 162 to the good in 8th place is Sam Mayer.
Yeah.
Being 162 up, I'm looking at the list. I'm seeing Daniel Hemrick, Riley Herbst, Landon Castle, Ryan Sieg. Of those 4, the only one I worry about is Daniel Hemrick. Go below the cutoff line, I see Anthony Alfredo, Brett Moffitt, Brandon Brown, Jeb Burton, Sheldon Creed, Myatt Snyder, all guys that could win a race and potentially push 4 of those 5 names out. Do I think Sam Mayer is going to be pushed out? Absolutely not. No. I think Sam Mayer, I don't want to say he should sit on his laurels and run on points, but Sam Mayer should definitely, push a little harder to get that win to lock himself in.
Yeah, I definitely would say that too. And especially, with 162 points to the good, that's basically like 2 races, if anything pretty much happens. But the only thing I kind of look at right now is if you look at the Xfinity point standings, and I literally said this after the race, I said, honestly, this is basically going to be your top 12 going into Texas for the playoffs, whatever, unless anybody from Our Motorsports decides to make a move in the top 12 and if someone else, just has a bad race and so forth. But that's the only way how I see it. And I honestly hate to say this too, but I was really hoping that Sheldon Creed hopefully can make it in the top 12. But the way I saw him on Saturday, I mean, I hate to say this. I mean, he's literally not having the best rookie performance as it is and so forth, and especially driving for Richard Childress as well.
Well, this is where I want to throw it to Joey Ternullo real quick, and I want you to compare and contrast. 1, obviously Sam Mayer, who we're talking about, and 2 is our local boy, Fast Pasta himself, the Chicken Man, Anthony Alfredo, 69 below the cutoff line, doing better than anybody ever expected on the Xfinity Series. This kid's got a lot of talent. He's another one like Haley Deegan that gets caught up in a lot of stupid stuff. I'm looking at this list below Sam Mayer. I'm cutting it off at 8. I'm going to go with Hemrick, Herbst, Castle, and Sieg. Is there someone that's going to fall and Alfredo can jump up? And how would you put – that's the first question. The second question is Mayer versus Alfredo, like 1-to-1. Who's better?
I'm going to have to go with Mayer on this one. I've seen, Mayer, he's really good. He's got a lot of experience. And like you said, Anthony Alfredo in the Deegan situation just gets caught in a lot of shit, It's all about consistency. This playoff stuff it'll bend you or it'll hurt you or break you or make you. That's what I was looking for. So I think Sam Mayer keeps his streak going of trying to be as consistent as possible. And it's going to be a battle. These next 2 weeks, July and August, get really crazy, and not just the Xfinity Series, but the Cup and Truck too.
Sure.
So I like the middle of the summer racing. It gets even cooler in the fall. I like that some things have changed in the previous years. As you know, that there's no New Hampshire fall race for Cup anymore. I think they're going back to Vegas again.
Yeah.
Vegas is one of those tracks where guys back in March had terrible runs, and they'll go back in September and win and bump themselves into the chase and lock themselves into that 8 or even that 4,
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting. But I also think that guys at the bottom can work themselves up to the top and just get a win and be in the mix.
All right. And once again, the dissenting opinion, Jordan Balasico, what are you thinking insofar as the Xfinity Series going forward toward the playoffs?
All right, so going forward towards the playoffs, I say, well, I don't really have much to say right now, but I think as we get closer, you're going to have the 3 JRM cars. You're going to have Ty Gibbs in the mix. I can't think of anybody else at the moment, but you may even have, I would say Brandon Jones might be in the mix too. You never know. Anything is possible. We still got a lot of races left. But I can tell you this. I think Brandon Jones deserves a spot in the Cup. If Junior Motorsports goes to Cup next year, maybe he should see if Brandon Jones can switch over and come to JRM and race in the Cup Series next year.
Congratulations, Jordan. You just kept your job for another year.
Yeah, I strongly agree with Junior Motorsports putting some people in Cup.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that would be dominant right off the bat.
I'm not saying this as a homer because everybody knows how I feel about Brandon Jones. But he is a guy that right now in the Xfinity Series, he's got really good equipment. There's been issues, there's been concerns. He has a win. He's already made the playoffs, but he needs an extra boost. And if Junior Motorsports goes to the Cup, I'm going to agree with Jordan on this one. That may be one of 3 guys that I would put in that car. And we'll cover that later or another time or what have you. But let's get to the top 10 and what have you. Justin Allgaier comes in first. Trevor Bayne was second. Riley Herbst third. Ty Gibbs fourth. Sam Mayer came home in fifth. Ryan Priest came home in sixth. Jeffrey Earnhardt seventh. Austin Hill eighth. Ryan Sieg ninth. And Brett Moffitt rounded out your top 10. Your other notables. Brandon Brown came home 11th. Parker Pretzelface, I don't even know how to say that name.
Pretzlau.
Kligerman.
God bless you. Noah Gregson was 13th. BFJ, Brandon Jones was 14th. AJ Allmendinger 16th. Daniel Hemrick 17th. Anthony Alfredo 20th. Tyler Reddick 21st. Oh, wow. It gets thinner as we go along. Myatt Snyder, 27th. BJ McLeod accidentally found his way into the top 30. He was 28th. Josh Berry, 29th. Natalie Decker, 32nd. Our boy Josh Williams, 34th. Jeb with a hard B. Burton, 35th. Sheldon Creed, 36th. And all the way in the BJ McLeod position, Kyle Weatherman. So, Jordan, I'm going to start with you. Give me a happy and a sad on the Xfinity Series.
Top 10 for Jeffrey Earnhardt. Sad, Natalie Decker.
Fair enough. Dare I ask, Tori?
You know he's going to say Ty Gibbs.
God.
I thought he hated Ty Gibbs. Isn't that what somebody accused him of?
Uh-huh.
We're going to pass right over him. No offense, Tori. We still love you, always have. Corey, what do you got for happy and sad?
All right, so my sad part, I'm going to go with Austin Powers, which, of course, that's Sheldon Creed. And, yeah, anytime, he has the hair. Hey, anytime he's got the hairdo and the glasses on, he literally looks like Austin Powers. And I'm not kidding you either. I mean, he could definitely pull it off. Just watch him on TV or whatever. And, yeah, you'll get the picture of it. But
all right.
I'm gonna piggyback what Jordan said. So my happy, I'm gonna go with Jeffrey Earnhardt. And after finishing second at Talladega a couple months ago, backs up with a top 10 finish for Sam Hunt Racing, and definitely a good run for him. And And I really hope sometime soon, I really want to see Jeffrey run that 3-car again with Larry Mack on the pit box. That
Fair
was really
enough.
awesome. And let me just say this.
He might be.
Hey, let me just say this. I was watching that race that day. I was pulling for that 3-car to win, especially with Larry Mack on the pit box for the first time in like 20 years. That was awesome. That literally
Shut
was.
up.
Okay, I'll shut up now. Okay, I'll shut up now. Moving on.
5 years. 5 years I've wanted to tell Corey to shut up, and Jordan does it in 3 seconds. Fantastic, my man.
Fantastic timing on that one.
All right, Walnuts, what do you got for a happy and sad on the Xfinity Series?
Happy's definitely got to go to Justin Allgaier. I mean, that car is fast. He's going to be a threat. I think even now I'm locking him into my Final Four.
The Gator.
I mean, you could say all you want, but there's going to be him and it's going to be 3 others.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean, that car is just rolling everywhere. My sad, I've got to go with Sheldon Creed. I mean,
yeah,
very talented guy in the trucks. Moved right up after winning the championship. Has had some pretty fast cars in the Xfinity. Just, I think he got wrecked at Portland.
And then told the guy that you're number 1. So
yeah, oh yeah. So that, I mean, I think he's gonna find his way sooner or later. I think that kid has a lot of talent, raw talent. So definitely a sad. I think for the equipment he's in, I think that car should be running up front every week. But look for him to get better, but just can't take away the happy. That's Justin Allgaier.
Right.
Can't disagree with that, but I'm going to go a different direction. My happy is going to go to Ryan Preece. Wins a truck race, comes home in 6th in the Xfinity race. So your average finish for the weekend is 3.5. Not bad. Got to give it to him on that one. And I'm going to mirror everybody's sad, and I'm going to go with Sheldon Creed. Again, I'm a big proponent of Sheldon. I was a big fan up through and including the Truck Series Championship. And now it's almost as if Sheldon Creed is the Bubba Wallace of the Xfinity Series. Not that he's crashing everybody, but he's involved in more wrecks than he is good finishes.
Right.
So for that, I'm just going to take a flyer on this one, and I'm going to say Sheldon Creed should have stayed 1 more year on the Truck Series.
Right.
I got to run to the bathroom real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you guys a question, and I'm going to go to the standings real quick. So I'll give you all of your Xfinity locked-in drivers. Ty Gibbs, Allmendinger, Gregson, Allgaier, Berry, Jones, and Hill. Of those 7, who makes it to the Final Four? I will be right back.
All right. So I'm going to break the ice on this one. So I'm going to say out of those 7, I'm going to say Justin Allgaier. I honestly think he's got the edge right now. And honestly, it's tough between him, Ty Gibbs, and Allmendinger. That's pretty tough to choose right now.
I like Josh Berry.
Yeah.
Talented guy. I think, what race did he win, Corey? We were talking about, was it Dover?
Yeah, he won Dover and then he won Charlotte.
Dover and Charlotte. So, yeah, I think he can be in the mix for that Final Four spot. Come fall. Ty Gibbs good. Justin Allgaier's good. A lot of good guys in Xfinity. It's gonna be a heated battle towards the end.
Yeah. See, for me, I kind of look at my championship 4, and if I predict it right now, I would say I'd have Ty Gibbs, Justin Allgaier, Noah Gragson, and quite possibly, maybe Brandon Jones. That's the way how I see it right now. Because I think if you kind of look at it, I think it's just going to come down to either like Gibbs or Junior Motorsports that's going to end up winning the races so far this year. And Colleague is most likely going to win the races whenever it comes to the road courses, especially with AJ Allmendinger. That's the way how I see it this year, with the Xfinity Series. And then you look at Richard Childress. I mean, by God, they only won Daytona with Austin Hill. And then after that, they just kind of was like in the middle of the map like this year. And again, we talk about Sheldon Creed. I'm actually kind of disappointed on how he's running this year. And I was really expecting
Agreed.
that he was going to, I was expecting that he was going to win races and, you know, quite possibly be in that top 10. And the fact that he's driving for Richard Childress Racing, the fact that, you know, that this is a team that, you know, Dale Earnhardt has drove over the years, and the fact that Richard Childress has been successful in the Xfinity Series over a number of years with Harvick, Boyer, Jeff Burton, and who's the other guy I'm also thinking of? Oh my God, this is gonna stick
Bob
on me a
Backlund.
bit. Yeah, Bob Backlund. Anyways, yeah, I mean the fact that Richard Childress, you know, has been very dominant in the Xfinity Series over the years, and the fact that they've only won one race, but the fact that they haven't been running up front, that's the only thing that kind of disappoints me.
I
and
agree.
yes, I will shut up now. No, just kidding. Go on.
All right, Jordan, you got anything for this? Jordan,
Anything?
Huh? Sorry, I was. What was y'all talking about?
the
It's
playoff
time.
drivers that are locked in: Gibbs, Allmendinger, Gregson, Allgaier, Berry, Jones, Hill. Who makes the playoffs, in your opinion, locked in, just like Final Four right now?
Josh Berry, Justin Allgaier, AJ Allmendinger, and Ty Gibbs.
All right. Anything from our friend Tori?
Of course, Ty Gibbs. I'll piggyback a little bit. Allmendinger. The last two, I actually have no clue. Holler at me probably about next week.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, are we ready to talk about the Cup Series?
Oh, I'm ready.
Wait. What in the hell are you doing here, son of a... Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Oh my goodness, is that him?
It's a good day.
Cletus! Oh my
It's a
God!
good day on there.
Yeah, my man!
Yes.
Anybody happen to notice that the
Yeah!
president of the United States, Chase Elliott, won the race this weekend? Did you?
Hey, Cletus, congratulations on your driver winning the race. And hey, I'm wearing your hat, buddy.
I see your hat, Corey. You're good. Now, not only
Yeah,
did
thank you.
Not only did Chase Elliott win the race, not only is Chase Elliott the president of the United States, but they sent me special beer with my name on it. You can see right here it says Cletus.
Yeah.
And I am very happy that Chase Elliott is the king of NASCAR.
As we are.
He's better than Richard Petty. He's better than Dale Earnhardt.
Oh my God.
He's better than... Who's that one-eyed boy that won a couple races? He's better than Ernie Irvin. He's better than all of them.
Oh, wow.
I ain't playing. And
Better than Swervin' Irvin.
I came for one reason. And I want to tell Walnuts McGee that good luck this weekend, because you are going to win the, I don't know, the Moxie Soda 1.5 this weekend.
Yeah, I'll call
Saturday
it
night before those RXS guys come out there and ruin everything.
Oh my God.
You know who you remind me of?
Who?
Jim Ross.
I've heard of him.
Whoa.
He's that guy that did football in Montreal, right?
WWE commentator.
I never heard of
Ooh.
WWE. Sorry. My mama don't let me watch a lot of TV.
Somebody better educate Cletus on WWE.
Corey
But-
knows who
podcast.
Jim Ross is.
Yes, I know.
Corey knows Jim Ross because he probably lives next door to Mr. Jim. Look, it's my friend
Maybe
Tori
I might live next
Calhoun.
door. You never know.
Yes, sir. First of all, big ups to Chase Elliott for coming in. That's
Yeah,
my driver.
big
I
ups.
picked him, and I told y'all I'm not dropping anybody. Second of all, Cletus, get your mouth correct when you speak about the great, legendary Jim Ross, baby, the greatest color announcer ever in the history of this thing we call professional wrestling. Watch your mouth, brother. But hey, Chase Elliott, number one, right, baby?
Chase Elliott is the greatest goddamn NASCAR driver of all time. I told you
Yeah.
he's better than Richard Petty.
Yep.
He's better than Dale Earnhardt. He's better than... Who's that boy that beat up the dude in the pit? He's better than the Allison boys. He's better than everybody. Chase Elliott.
Oh, better than the Allison boys. Come on now.
He's better than everybody. And I'm telling you right now, they better change the name of this circuit to Chase Car,
Okay.
or I'm going to be upset. I just wanted to come here and tell y'all Chase Elliott's greatest goddamn race car driver of all time. I'm going to leave now. because I know that Corey gets excited whenever I come on screen. So
hey, this cracks me up. I love this, And hey, after he won that race, it made me think of you. And hey, honestly, I was happy that Chase Elliott won because we know that's your favorite driver. So, and
why are you thinking of me, you prevert?
Hey, it cracks me up. I love it when you do this impression every single time. Like, come on, you see me smiling from ear to ear. This is making me so happy, bro.
You are a sick man.
Oh, shut up.
You and that golden mango and the booby bar where my
don't talk about my club like that. No, we don't talk about my club on that show. No.
I have to leave.
That's not golden mango. No, we don't talk that. No.
With the exception of Mr. Tory and Mr. and Mr. Pistachio, you guys are all a bunch of preverts. I'm out.
Wow. God damn. that never gets old, and I love that. I really do. I don't know why that makes me happy, but I just love that.
It's America.
Yeah, that's the definition of America right there for you.
I got you for your shot, brother.
How this guy finds his way into my house, I'll never know. He just jumped up Christ. Oh.
No, that was awesome though. I have to admit, that literally just cracked me up the whole entire time.
The worst thing I ever did was invite Cletus to my house. This is garbage.
Oh, come on! I thought that was awesome. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Come on, it was awesome.
Okay, Joey, you're going to be the swing vote on this because I think we all agree.
Oh boy,
which doesn't actually make it the swing vote. You're just going to be a collective opinion with the rest of us. I don't know what's worse, me inventing Cletus or Corey treating Cletus like he's a real person.
Probably Corey treating it like he's a real person.
Well, you could say that.
The prostitution rest, Your Honor.
Yes.
You could say that, but come on. I loved it, It's awesome.
Corey, remember what I said before we went on air? I was going to shut the hell up and just walk away. And what did I do? Shut the hell up and walk away.
Wait. You don't like Cletus?
I do.
But
I do.
All right.
But I had some stuff. I just didn't feel like dealing with his shit today.
Well, he doesn't like you very much. I don't know why. I like you. You're a really good guy. But Cletus just happens to think. What did he call you last time he was here?
Yeah, what did he call you?
I think he called you cancer patient.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
No, it isn't.
I don't like Cletus. Anyway, really good cup race and the late strategy with the late caution. And we're going to talk about the lack of a late caution and what you guys think of it. Late cautions brought Chase Elliott to the front where a lot of other guys were running up front, including the Kyle Bushes, the Kevin Harvicks, and others. But Chase Elliott played the role. And I got to say, good on him and a couple of other guys who found their way into the top 10 that I haven't seen there in quite a while. Austin Cindric.
Yeah.
Jordan, I'm pointing at you. And I'm sure that you're happy, which is all well and good. But starting with Jordan, the cup race, was Chase Elliott lucky or good?
I did not see the cup race, but I just say he was good.
Okay, fair enough. Corey, lucky or good?
I would say Chase Elliott was lucky because that last caution at the end, when of course his crew chief said to stay out, because let's be honest, we don't even know who was going to pit and who was going to stay out. But I thought that last pit stop at the end, he was pretty lucky. And quite honestly, with him getting 2 wins this season, I mean, I wouldn't mind putting him in my championship 4 as we speak. But but all in all, I thought the race on Sunday was pretty good, even though we had the rain delay. But thankfully, we got the whole race in. And honestly, I thought this race this year was a lot better than last year.
I'll agree.
Think of it.
I don't necessarily need to ask Tori if Chase Elliott is lucky or good because I have a feeling the G word is going to come out. But Tori, in this race, Chase Elliott lucky or good?
If I have to be humble about this,
we haven't gotten there yet.
I think it's actually a little bit of both, seriously. Because like I saw some of the race, of course, through highlights. I would have to say it was a little bit of both. Though. Lucky, but a damn good driver.
Fair enough. Joey, in this race, Chase Elliott, lucky or good?
I'm going to go with lucky. I'm going to agree with Corey. Rain delay, all about, whose car fires off the best after the rain delay. Who knows what would have happened if it stayed green all day. He could have ended up 10th. He could have ended up 30th in the fence. He could have won too. You don't know. But I always, from past experiences, even when I have raced in a rain delay, the win is all about whose car runs good after that break. So I'm going to stay lucky, say lucky. Not to take anything away from Chase, great driver. Hendrick Motorsports, great team. They're going to be good this year, come fall and through the summer months. But I'm going to say lucky on this one.
I'm going to go with Tori. I'm going to say equal parts lucky and good. Watching the race, Chase had a decent car, but that call, was it Tori or was it Corey? One of the Ories. I don't know which one, the medium show or the stat boy. I can't figure out which one. One of you guys said the decision to stay out made the difference, but at the same time, I'm going to piggyback Joey. We didn't know how he would be after the rain delay. Everything changed. The track changed. The cars changed. The weather. Everything about this race was ridiculous, but it was good at the same time. I'm leaning more toward good because Chase Elliott is a champion. Chase Elliott is an amazing driver, but on this day, I think he was luckier than good. So since we have the 10-minute warning before Jordan gets his annual whooping, we're going to get to the top 10 and the points. Joey, you can't wait to hear the points. This is disgusting. Anyway, Chase Elliott comes home in first, Kurt Busch second, Ryan Blaney third, Kyle Larson fourth, and Ross Chastain was fifth. Denny Hamlin was sixth, Austin Cindric seventh, Christopher Bell eighth, Joey Logano ninth, and Kevin Harvick 10th. Other notables, Bubba Wallace accidentally finished in 12th, Michael McDowell 13th, Daniel Suarez 15th, Tyler Reddick 18th, Corey LaJoie 20th, Kyle Busch 21st, Martin Truex Jr. 22nd. Harrison Burton showing his wares, still finishing in the low 20s and 25. Brad Keselowski 29th, BJ McLeod 32nd, Chase Briscoe 34th, William Byron 35th, and in the BJ McLeod position, Alex Bowman 36th. Jordan, starting with you, happy and sad. Okay, we'll come back to Jordan. Corey, happy and sad.
All right, so my happy on this one, I'm going to go with Kurt Busch finishing in runner-up. And my sad on this one, I'm going to go with William Byron.
All right. Joey Ternullo.
Happy. I hate to agree with Corey so much tonight, but I'm going to have to do it. Definitely a happy is Kurt Busch. That car has been running pretty damn good this year. I would not be surprised if he somehow sneaks his way into the 8 or the 4, because that car is good. Kurt has a lot of experience. He's won a Cup championship, even though it was like a million years ago, Chris. So a sad. Let's see, a sad. You know what? I'm going to take Logano with a 9th.
Really?
I am. I think he has been, I don't want to say inconsistent, but it feels like to me that he's either like winning races or he's like a mid-pack car. It's been a really weird year for him.
Right.
He won Gateway. He won Darlington with that controversial 2 to go bump and run on Byron, which, by the way, I'll throw in right now. I didn't see anything wrong with it. If that was Dale Earnhardt, they'd be praising him even today on this show for it.
That's true.
I think it was a pretty good race. But I just think if Logano wants a shot at this championship, he's got to stop with that. Barely outside of top 10 winning. He's just got to put some good runs together. And it all starts with once you formulate those good runs and wins. It relies on some pit road strategy too. Is pit crew guys got to be on their game. I think it was, I forget the year, but in Homestead, remember his crew dropped the jack on him and cost him a shot. Yep. So that sucked. But I think it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good here.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make mine short and sweet. It seems like everybody's got the same happy. Kurt Busch, 2004, by the way, champion 18 years ago for those young folk like Jordan and Joey. You know what? And I'm going to mimic yours to an extent, Joey. My sad is going to go to Kevin Harvick. There was a guy that was in the top 10, top 5, top 3 for a lot of the race. And at the end, strategy killed him and relegated him to a 10th place finish. Jordan, are you ready now?
All right. My happy, my boy Austin Cindric finishing 7th. And my sad is going to go to Alex Bowman this week.
Good call, good call. Tori?
My happy would be Chase Elliott coming in first place, and I have no sad. I have another happy, no sad this week. Is Kyle Larson. Well, basically, my 2 of my drivers finishing in the top 4 or top 5, something like that.
Yeah, 2 in the top 5, which I guess now is the correct time to now go to the fantasy points. We're just going to go first to worst because, Tori, what a week. Chase Elliott got you 50 points. Kyle Larson got you 43. Eric Almirola got you 20. And Cole Custer got you 11. For a weekly total of 124, you now still lead the standings at 1,746 points. On my side, you, sir, may fuck off racing, says Kevin Harvick got you 36 points, Joey Logano 28, Tyler Reddick 19, and Daniel Suarez got you 22, which gives me a weekly total of 105. That is a running total of 1,609, 137 behind the leader, and I lost 19 points to Tori this week. Corey, you set a record this week. The lowest point total since we started this in Daytona. Mm-hmm. Justin Haley got you 14 points. William Byron got you 2 points. Austin Dillon got you 23. And Chase Briscoe got you 3 points for the lowest weekly total ever, 42 points, which puts you at 1,457, 289 behind the leader. You lost 82 points to Tori. Jordan, on the other hand, had a pretty good week. Corey LaJoie got you 17 points. Brad Keselowski only 8. Ross Chastain got you 36. And Eric Jones got you 26 for a total of 87. Your running total is 1,451. You are 295 points behind the leader. You lost 37. However, you are only 6 points behind Corey right now. So this next week may change everything for 2 people on this list. And those 2 people are Corey and Jordan. Now, sometimes there he is. Come on back.
Hold up, Chris. I thought I dropped Corey. I thought I dropped Corey LaJoie.
Let me get to the sheet.
And picked up someone else.
Oh, hold that thought. We have a whole different ball game. I will update this on the page because right now I can't get the points that he gathered this week. And you picked up Denny Hamlin.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but I think
you're fired. No, you're fired.
Oh, I'm fired.
You doesn't matter. If you dropped Austin Dillon and picked up Kurt Busch, which you did. My bad. I did not do this correctly. You only got 3 more points, so you're still the lowest running point total for the week. 45 points, which would give you 1,460. Now, Hamlin, if anybody's near a computer, get me the points that Hamlin picked up this week, and I'm going to adjust everything. So I'm going to leave that to Jordan. Jordan, give me Hamlin's points this week, and then we're going to go to the calculator. Or Joey, whatever you want to do. You guys are all in this together, and you're all staring at me like I've got a butt growing out of my forehead that I got at the Golden Banana in Peabody, Massachusetts.
Yes, sir. Hey, Chris, you're welcome.
Wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I'm redoing the points now. But
see, Joey, they wouldn't have to worry about this type of thing because if they would have done like I did, pick who you was going to ride or die with for the whole season.
Oh my
we
God!
Wouldn't be going through this.
You remember earlier?
Tell me I'm wrong.
We talked about Lucky
49,
versus good?
Chris. 49
49?
points. Then you haven't picked up 49 points.
Okay, oh my God, that changes everything. Give me a minute.
Uh-oh, look at this. Look at this. The tomfoolery.
Okay, so Jordan, your weekly total is 119. Your current total is 1483, which puts you 23 points in front of Corey. You are now in third place. So, Corey, way to pay attention. Nice job. You had to go and say, wait, didn't I have Kurt Busch? Huh? Go ahead. No. Screw yourself. It's all good.
Hamlin's 2 wins were Richmond and the Coke 600, right?
Yes, that is
correct. Yes.
Yep, that was.
That Coke 600 was crazy.
Especially a 4-wide battle for the win coming off of turn 4. That was that was awesome. I loved it.
Before we say thank you to Joey Ternullo, I know Jordan has a couple things he wants to announce real quick. So
Jordan,
let's get this out of the way and stop talking, Corey.
Oh, please.
Come on, let's go, Chemo.
Oh God.
Anyway, so next Tuesday, What About Racing podcast returns, and we start off the Summer of Dirt series. And I have 3 dirt drivers on the show: Tony Ross, Robert Carson, and Chastity Younger. They are all sprint car and midget car drivers. Also, coming soon to Nothing But Talk is actress, American Idol winner Jordan Sparks, coming soon. I'll have more information on that soon, and most likely down the road. And Chris, Matt DiBenedetto is coming.
Oh, yes.
So,
see, Chris, I told you to work out.
Seasons end. After everything's wrapped up, you will be getting Matt DiBenedetto. And also, Ron Hornaday Jr. might be stopping by the Speedway review. I will have more information soon. And, yup. So
oxygen. I need some oxygen.
Oh, my Lord.
Dude, Ron Hornaday Jr.? Okay,
hey, you know what?
Wait, hold on. Let me just hear this right. We're getting Ron Hornaday Jr. Hall of Famer, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me know when he comes on. I'm so in. I cannot wait.
It's gonna be the
Speedway
review.
Joey
I can't
Ternullo,
wait, dude. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait.
All right, guys, let's all give a big hand to Joey Ternullo.
Joey.
Good luck this weekend. You will see Corey and I in Stafford Saturday, rain or shine. I don't care. I'm just upset that I can't bring a cooler in. That's bullshit on a stick. However, Zach, you said it earlier. I can't wait to see you Saturday, even though you're banned from the show. And, guys, always a pleasure talking to everybody and shooting the breeze about racing. So I don't know what else to say. Corey, Jordan, Tori, somebody take us out.
All right. All I can just say, Joey, is good luck this weekend, and we cannot wait to come see you race. And, definitely looking forward to the SRX race coming up this weekend. And also, guys, my pick for this weekend is going to be Tony Stewart.
I got Bobby Labonte.
I'm taking Matt Hirschman.
Good choice.
Matt Hirschman, nice.
Hey, good choice. Good choice.
Oh, by the way, Matt Hirschman did win at Seekonk, smoked the field. So he is your open wheel Wednesday winner.
And Joey, I'm going to get me some Ternullo merch. So I'm going to get some merch.
Yeah. Merch just came in. I got T-shirts and I got hoodies. So message me after this. I'll get you hooked up. I'll mail some out to you.
I'm wearing the old 10 gear, bro. I'm behind the curve.
Hey, me and Chris have the 10 gear still.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Appreciate Appreciate you guys.
Peace out, yeah.
Thank you so much. I will
right.
see you on Saturday, rain or shine.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
I'll text you when I get there, but you'll be busy. But you know how to find me.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
thank you for joining us. Come back next week, and if you don't, I'm coming to your house. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.